We arrived in Argentina in August of 2002, and there was an economic collapse. In December of 2001, Argentina had 4 national presidents in 10 days. The value of the peso had gone from 1 to 1 with the dollar to 1 to 4. So if you had a dollar bill, you were lucky because you could buy a lot more things. But if you had pesos, your capacity to purchase things in the marketplace was greatly diminished. People weren't allowed to take money out of banks, and it was hard to find an ATM to get cash. Well, in that circumstance, I was asked to go up to Paraguay, which is the country to the north of Argentina. It is a much smaller country geographically and economically and by population. When Argentina became so sick with its economic malady, Paraguay, which depended on Argentina for almost everything, became sicker still. I'd only been in Argentina 2 weeks. I had not been in South America since 1971 when I finished my mission. So more than 30 years later, I didn't know anything about Paraguay. Never been there before. I met with the 6 stake presidents in Asunción and asked them to tell me all the good things that were happening in their stakes. I didn't want to talk about the problems. I thought, I don't have the answers to those questions. I haven't been here long enough to have any advice for you, brethren, so just tell me all the good things. The first one did, and told me a couple of problems. And as they went around the semicircle in front of me, by the time we got to the last stake president, he'd completely forgotten the question, with the help of the others who'd been in who'd preceded him, and just listed all these serious problems. And I was kicking myself mentally. Way to go, Brother Clayton, is basically what I said to myself. They've listed for you, they've recited these very serious problems that the people of their stakes are facing in this time of economic turmoil and collapse and desperation. You don't have any advice for them. What are you going to do? And as I had that thought just front and center in my head, a question came into my mind as a fully framed question. Elder Clayton asked them this question: Presidents, for the people in your stakes who pay a full tithing, who pay a generous fast offering, who hold family home evening, who read the scriptures as a family, who magnify their callings, and who go out and honestly serve as a visiting teacher or a home teacher every single month. For that group of people in your stakes, President, how many people are there who have problems in today's world in Paraguay that they can't solve? And so I asked the question. I said, Presidents, for the people in your stakes who pay a full tithing, who pay a generous fast offering, who magnify their calling, who are diligent, faithful home teachers, who hold family home evening and family prayer, for that group of people in your stakes, how many people are there that can't address and resolve the problems that they're facing on their own without the church having to step in and solve the problems for them? And the stake presidents, in a single motion, looked up to me with surprise. What did they say? They said, well, none. All the people who do those things are doing fine. You get the message? All the people who do those things are doing fine. This isn't rocket science.